Hello, this is Leah Snell. The purpose of this training video is to provide an overview for all stakeholders on the assessments of numeracy at the elementary level and all other standards-based assessments of mathematics. Numeracy is a large component, a very critical component of mathematics understanding. So we have the performance-based assessments that are critical to ensure that students are critically thinking, that they're reasoning logically, and that they're able to communicate their mathematical ideas. But then also, parallel to that, we have a specific need to assess students' numerical reasoning. And therefore, we have a need to have a numeracy assessment. So the very specifics of a numeracy assessment are that numerical reasoning, computational fluency, and comprehension of efficient strategies for number computation are very much so essential concepts that students must master in the elementary years. All concepts mathematically from kindergarten all the way through college and beyond build on students' development of a solid understanding and comprehension of number and quantity. With this key premise in mind, it is essential for teachers to appropriately assess students on the development of efficient strategies and number sense on an ongoing basis throughout the school year. So a numeracy assessment is specific to comprehension of number and quantity, as well as efficient strategy development. So as you can see, there are a couple of assessments that are parallel, that are ongoing throughout the school year. You have performance-based assessments that are ongoing throughout the school year that may be specific to specific units that students are working on. And then alongside that, you have numeracy assessments. Right now, both of these assessment systems in our district and mathematics classrooms are an area of focus. With the numeracy assessment, there are opportunities to focus critically on comprehension in mathematics. And that is the goal. Now, after conducting a needs analysis via informal survey information from teachers, via formal survey information from administrators, and via observation, it is apparent that there is not a systematic or systemic district-wide assessment of strategy development and comprehension of number and quantity. Now, some schools are using a very, very useful tool that allows teachers to have a laser-like focus on comprehension in mathematics. So we want to expand this tool to be used by all elementary teachers. Again, there is a focus in student understanding and comprehension of mathematical concepts. So we'll have the performance-based assessments, but then we'll also have the numeracy assessment, which is the purpose of this training overall, ultimately, is to provide more of an awareness and provide information about the numeracy assessment, but then also explain how all of the pieces fit together. So over the next couple slides, I will provide specific information about the numeracy assessment that is used to ensure that we have a laser-like focus on comprehension in mathematics, because comprehension is critical to understanding in mathematics. Just as a frame of reference, memorization without comprehension does not guarantee understanding. However, comprehension without memorization does guarantee understanding. So that provides the frame of reference for the next couple slides.
This is for 16,000. Which of these square numbers also happens to be the sum of two smaller square numbers? 16, 25, 36, 49.
This is hard. hard to do math when you're sitting up here.
Ryan, take your time, okay? You have a lot of time.
I'm trying to think here. You know, it's under a lot of pressure right now. I'm going to ask the audience.
No problem. Audience, Ryan really needs your help here. If you're ready, vote now. Okay, 50% believe it is 16, 30% say 25, and 19 for 36, and just 1% for 49. Let's check with the AOLers and messenger crowd. 45% of them say 16, 23 for 36, 22 for 25, just 10% for 49. So they both agree, but the number isn't great. And I just want to remind you, Ryan, that you do have other lifelines if you need them, because should you miss it, you would drop down to 1,000. I don't know where your head was at before you asked the audience. Were you leaning toward anything? Or can you figure it out based on what you're seeing here?
I'm gonna go with the audience on this, and I'm gonna say A, final answer.
Oh, Ryan, the audience is not right. I'm sorry. It was B. It was 4 squared plus 3 squared is 16 plus 9 equals 25. I'm sorry, Ryan. Ryan, you sit right there. At least you got $1,000. That's something towards a car. Congratulations on that. You folks stay with us. We'll be right back with College Week right after this.
I know you're wondering, well, which of the Common Core State Standards are actually assessed using GLoSS and IKAN? Well, there are a number of standards that are assessed using GLoSS and IKAN, but the benefit is you are able to determine specifically where students are relative to the standards vertically at any given moment, given the assessment. And so I provided here a slide for you that shows the assessments that the GLoSS and IKAN align with. And all of these are Common Core State Standards. However, you are actually provided with information on where the student is regardless of the grade level. So with the GLoSS and IKAN, you get raw, specific data on where students are relative to their abilities, and that helps you determine how to move students forward with respect to developing an efficient strategy for number and computation. So what are the first steps? Where do we go from here? Well, the very first step is for teachers to learn as much as they can without being overwhelmed about GLoSS and IKAN assessments this semester, and get ready for full implementation in 2012-2013. The third step is to actually, when school starts in 2012-13, administer the GLoSS and also follow up at least 2 more times during that school year. So for students scoring at strategy stage 4 or higher, teachers will also administer components of the IKAN as prescribed in the instructions. Here's the plus. This type of unobtrusive assessment takes only about 5 to 10 minutes per student. It can be done in the hallway as students are lining up to go to the restroom or to get water. It can be done in the classroom as a natural part of the lesson. It can be done in a multitude of ways to make it as unobtrusive as possible for teachers. And what's so important is that our students are worth our work and time spent gathering the most useful assessment information we can. Teachers will also maintain a running record of assessment data collected through administrations of GLoSS and IKAN. And then also, teachers will utilize Number Talk as a tool to help students develop efficient number and computation strategies. But don't worry, this video is simply an overview. It simply provides just a taste of what the discussion is with respect to mathematics assessment. Teachers, administrators, and all stakeholders will have multiple opportunities to receive information and to receive extensive professional learning on the assessments as well as the accompanying strategies that could be used. Again, teachers will receive more specific information about the assessments in the follow-up in-depth training, and principals will also receive more specific information and have opportunities to ask as many questions as they like in their upcoming professional learning session. There is something I do want to point out with respect to 4th and 5th grade students. This assessment tool is appropriate through middle school. So it is something that kindergarten through 5th grade teachers should use as an assessment of student strategy development for number and quantity. So if students are in 4th and 5th grade and they have never had the GLoSS and IKAN assessment administered on them before, they should begin the assessment at least the beginning of stage 3. Very important. Some of the training opportunities we are providing will be an initial webinar where we will have the opportunity to go through this very PowerPoint and give you an opportunity to ask questions and have specific feedback provided to you with respect to the questions you have. We have 2 options for this webinar, February 1st or February 2nd. Also, there will be a more in-depth look at the principal professional learning on February 14th. And in the next slide, I'll show you, and also in an attachment I'll provide for you, the teacher training and development schedule that we have identified. And then lastly, virtual resources for which you can have unlimited access at any time from any place that has Wi-Fi access. And those virtual resources are located in Angel and on MyHenry for teachers and administrators to reference as needed. We have drafted a very flexible schedule to accommodate opportunities for all teachers who will be assessing student strategy development and number sense beginning next year. And we wanted to provide this as a way to ensure that all teachers are prepared in August. So we have a number of options that are available for teachers. And if there is a situation where a teacher is not able to attend a session where their grade level is actually scheduled, all of the sessions are very similar, and they are also welcome to attend a session with a different grade level. We are providing sessions after school from 3:15 until 4:30 on the dates listed at the Henry County Education Center in Stockbridge. We're providing multiple options per grade level. What we have come up with is providing training opportunities for primary grades in March, April, or May, and then for the upper grades, 3rd through 5th grade, in May only, but they still have 2 options. Of course, it's also flexible that those grade levels can also attend a session with a different grade level if that need arises. So for kindergarten, we have the options of March 5th, April 11th, or May 1st. For 1st grade, we have March 6th, or April 12th, or May 2nd. For 2nd grade, we have March 7th, or April 13th, or May 3rd. For 3rd grade, we have May 8th, or May 15th. For 4th grade, we have May 9th, or May 16th. 5th grade, we have May 10th, or May 17th. So for all of these dates, we will be providing, as a district, professional learning, more in-depth professional learning on mathematics assessment of strategy development and number sense. So we certainly welcome all teachers in each grade level to participate in those sessions, and we will be also available to provide follow-up sessions during pre-planning or at the beginning of next school year at your request.